Monday night, people. Again, look at that big smile. Look at that,
bro.
Wow. Monday. Wow.
I swear,
Monday.
one day when you're old and grey, bro, and we cancel this stream just because we're all old as, we should just make a compilation video of all those little snippets and just do them.
You know what I should do? I wonder if I can go back. I'll do it off air. I wonder if I can go back and see if it does hit. So what you guys can't see and I can see is when I hit record, it says thinking, about to go on air and goes, get ready, 5, 4, 3. I wonder if that 5 seconds actually has like a recording snippet at the start of when it saves it in my back end.
Bro, I'm telling you, when you're in the old folks' home for your 80th birthday, we'll stitch the clip together.
Yeah.
And it'll be like, you come visit me, I'll be like, oh, Henry, you remember that time when we used to go on air? And then there was that remember that girl that was on the hunt? You remember?
No. Last week's one was the best, bro. Last week's one was the best. I can't even remember what it was exactly, but I know it was the best.
Well, I've got to I don't want to pre-plan them. I want them to be like, bang, 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 shock the boys. What's up, chat? How are you all?
Hey, everyone in the chat. Don't mind us. We're just regaining our...
Hey, Charlotte, a.k.a. Mini-Me. Oh, Charlotte must be watching the stream with Helena. How are you, Charlotte? Little legend.
Henry's biggest fan.
Aaron, how are you, buddy?
So, Helena, you are very irresponsible letting Charlotte watch it.
No, we're kind of good.
This ain't YouTube for kids, mate. This ain't YouTube for kids, everyone.
We're kind of good.
It makes me tick. Is this safe for kids? Talking about safe for kids, I don't know what happened here. Actually, yeah, I do. Do you want to hear the story? What happened here on the shirt? The psh.
Yeah, nah.
Okay, it's a good one.
Tell me more.
I had to buy. It's only a 5-second story. Had to buy deodorant, and for whatever reason, I bought Brute. And then Ash is like, "Oh, you bought Dad deodorant." So I ran around spraying myself and trying to shove a head to smell it.
It is a dad deodorant, bro.
It is.
Oh, you bet. Mate.
It's a granddad deodorant.
The best dad deodorant ever. Mate, my Brute, her red door, sweet as. What's up, Grizz?
As long as it's not Lynx Africa.
Critter just said Lynx Africa.
Yep.
Lynx Africa reminds me of high school, man.
Yeah, that's literally what it is. It's every 13, 14-year-old's gateway to teenage. They 1 minute they realize, oh, I smell. Next minute, half a can of Lynx Africa.
That's what's wrong with this generation, mate. How do you go? I remember when we were in high school, we used to be like, we'd go to the Maya counter and try to put, cool water or, all that.
Shut up. You were dupe, bro. You were dupe.
Jupe. Cool. Nah, bro. I was a cool water all the way. Cool water.
I was cool water.
And then you think you were the Mac Daddy, mate, walking out of Maya.
Yeah,
give me the free sample.
Blacktown, didn't you? There you go. Mate, I'm sure Blacktown Square is the most cool water in the world.
Oh, you mean the perfume? No. I meant cool water from Nunjinji Reserve, bro. That's what I meant.
Oh, g'day, G. How are you, brother? Hope you're doing good, my friend.
G, man.
Did you like my comment to G about when he shared that horse robot thing?
I'm pretty sure G's got some words to say to you.
I'm pretty sure G's not coming online tonight because I'm scared of his words. Talking about online and a bit of a shock thing, there was, at the moment, there's obviously a non-tasteful Reddit page floating around, which is not the greatest. But, you kind of, there's no excuse for it, but, you kind of got to, once you're on
Bilsy,
TV,
you got to stop talking. You got to stop talking, Bilsy. You're going to get us busted. You're going to get cancelled. You're going to get us cancelled.
Not really. No. For those that don't know, it was just a Reddit page going to town on some Lego Masters, just Reddit stuff, really. Nothing crazy, but tell me man. Google. Critter, nothing. Critter would have been nasty for you, mate. You'd be like, is that all it is?
Oh, Critter, your internet works. How hard are you to track down on a Sunday? Fucking hell.
Because your name's Bilsy. If it was Bilsy, mate, reply straight away.
Ah, yeah, probably.
Let's kick off tonight, though. We're going to Frostbrick's Instagram.
Hey, the
Nice.
dark side of the. We're going to the dark web, are we?
We're all up in that dark web. And I kind of found it helpful, and obviously I liked it, that I don't know how real it is until they really start getting out into the public, but it looks like he's kind of gone to work and written down a way to find the CMFs, which is a pretty cool thing to do.
Way to what? To
find the CMFs, the cardboard boxes.
Ah.
So if you see here, the bottom of the box, they've all got different codes under a QR code. And he's gone through, obviously, a full box and written the repeated numbers down on what could be what. For those that, you can't obviously
Could it be
fill a cardboard bag.
Could it be different every box?
Well, that's what they're waiting to see. And well, I had a quick look at the comments, and most of them seem to agree with him. But like I said, as soon as it hits public, then we'll start to know how real it is. But to his credit, he's the first one online to actually have something semi-solid.
Wasn't the weight thing pretty good from Jay?
Yeah, but who's taking scales to Kmart, bro?
The weight thing was pretty good. There was 3 that weigh the exact same, though.
Richard debunked the theory. Yeah, okay, yeah. I haven't looked at Richard's post, but I mean, at least it was something to start. At least someone's out there, I guess. G'day, Stu. But they also said that the boxes were mixed. You couldn't go, 3 back to the right. You know what I mean? Like they were mixed ordered. So, but hey, it's something. It's something. Because I know a few people, I've been following a few accounts that's a thing for people. They want to know, you know what I mean? Henry has had precision scales for years. Just ask him. Just wipe him down first. Jesus. How many open packs will be left in stores? Every single store, I guarantee these are going to be popped open.
Same thing happened with video. They were ripped open everywhere.
Yeah. Yeah. Unfortunately, it is what it is, and it's going to happen. And if these fold out like the way they look like they do easy, it's just going to be pop bang. Yeah, as Dave, same as Mario. These are going to be ripped and put back. You know what I mean?
That was only you, Dave, with Mario. No one else bought it.
Yeah, man.
Video ripped open in spite.
Oh.
Big call from Aaron there. Big call from the Primal. But hey, shout out to Frostbricks anyway.
Yeah.
Sliding into the next one, Sydney getting we did touch a little bit on this on Friday night, but I know tonight's audience are different to a Friday night, except for Critter and Helena. But no, we did chat on this on Friday night, so it might be a little bit repetitive for you guys, but more, I don't get to chat. You guys weren't here Friday, so you two are the only ones that count. But it seemed, and I talked to Critter about it actually. It seemed almost cryptic about, we obviously know it's going to be part of the alchemy chains.
Mm-hmm.
But we're saying, is it no, I didn't forget you were there, Amanda, and everybody else, and Adam. But I was just more of a dig at Helena and Critter. But yeah, we're saying that, I wonder if it's a collaboration between a Lego store and an alchemy store more than just a straight up alchemy. I think Brendan said something the other day about it as well, but interesting. It's going to be obviously insane no matter who owns it.
So it's not even Australia's largest; it's the world's largest Lego store. Yeah. Is that right?
Which is crazy, because the London one and the New York ones are huge.
The New York one's a monster size one.
Yeah. But what a location for it.
Oh, mate. Pitt Street, Sydney. Can't get any better.
No.
But, it will be exciting, obviously. And then, this could be purely like the London store, I think the Billund store, like the big Legoland-heavy stores that you might have now, and the Leicester Square store. Like, you're going to have Sydney-only minifigs and Sydney, you know what I mean? Like, it's going to be a lot of exclusives to this store, I think.
There has to be a payday to rent that sort of space in the middle of Sydney. There has to be some sort of exclusive to make people go.
Correct. And I think that's why it might be a big, I mean, Alchemy are obviously a multi-million-dollar company, but if like a few people are saying that if Lego is heavily involved, that there's going to be, a pad printer or a minifig builder or a standalone brick melter,
or the photography booth, right? Like that mosaic maker.
They won't. No, I don't think that they might have it, but it won't be the key anchor for the store.
Yeah.
They might have, like I said, the minifig factory or the one in, was it Japan? I think, Bill, they turned the pellets into a brick and you watched it happen.
That's right.
Yeah, something. There's going to be there for sure. There will be an anchor something in this store.
The minifig factory there's not many of them.
Yeah.
Actually, Helena just said that it's pretty exclusive.
Yeah, so, there you go. So yeah, it's that, and that's probably what it will be. They'll focus everything on the minifig factory, and which is awesome for us as Lego nerds. There you go. Matt just said they are having the factory there. I didn't know if it was a certainty or not. Yeah, sweet.
Wow, we were.
There we go. And we obviously all know that Henry's obviously going to probably get the call to open the door.
Bro.
So, what? Depending, do they have a date yet?
Nah.
Not even a rough date?
Nah, it'll be before Christmas, though. Guaranteed.
Or just in time for Christmas, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I reckon it'd be worth a trip for a weekend down, Bill. Just a boys' trip.
Yeah, I reckon too.
Henry's paying, so we're sweet.
Henry's rates have gone up.
Look, it says 2 stories, but it's obviously High 5 and 3, or like the New York store, it might be open in the middle.
I'm trying to figure out where that is. I'd still need the Woolworths Metro.
Next to JB Hi-Fi.
JB Hi-Fi, yeah, right. I know where that is.
Isn't that opposite Centrepoint, maybe?
No. It's Pitt Street Mall.
Yeah, Centrepoint's in Pitt Street Mall, isn't it?
Nah.
You sure?
I want to say I am.
What the fuck you want, mate?
I want to say I am, but
let me Google it then. Critter Diagon Alley. That's funny. Strand Arcade. No, I want the Sydney Arcade on Pitt Street Mall, don't we?
Centrepoint Tower. Type in Centrepoint.
Huh?
Maybe it is. I've only been there heaps of times for functions.
Oh, look, mate. God, I nailed it, mate. It's literally across the road from the entrance to the Sydney Tower. Mate, I know my Sydney, bro.
Well, you are from Sydney.
Mate, I grew up busking there. That's how I know. Let's go here. I'll show you. Let's go to the other street view. Let's share the screen.
There's Bilsy there with the Ugg boot sign.
That's the other way to make the money. Yeah. I'm just trying to close the other window. But
so it's where Sports Girl used to be.
Must be this corner, yeah.
Yeah.
Vodafone, right. Yeah.
Yeah. So hold on, can we walk down here a bit more? That's Westfields. I don't think that's Sydney Arcade though. Anyway, it's there somewhere. Look there somewhere. In amongst the buskers. Happy days.
Oh my god, you're giving me motion sickness.
Either way. You do get motion sickness easy too, don't you?
Man, for those of you who don't know, I always send Bilsy messages and say, hey man, stop scrolling so fast, you're making me sick.
He actually does. Yeah, go south, crossroad. Yeah, okay, Critter, yeah. Don't really care. When it comes, we'll visit it. It's not going to be far to find. It's there somewhere. It's near Centrepoint, so I just wanted to prove to Henry where it was. Did we, and I think we only touched on it on the Wednesday night about the insects. We didn't talk about it last Monday with you, Henry, did we?
No.
Okay.
No, they weren't announced, or those images didn't come out.
I think they came out Monday night.
Yeah. They're cool. They're cool. What's the original? What's the original one
Thank
look
you,
like?
The
Lozenge.
original had
What's that?
5 in it.
Were they
Yeah,
good?
so I think the original had a bigger bee and it had
Yeah.
a lady beetle.
Yeah.
Ah,
But the lady beetle was a bit of just like an extra.
they should have done that
But-
beetle
and
coming
then
out of.
now,
They
no,
should have done the
there's a
beetle.
lady beetle here. Look, they're on one
Oh,
by
yeah.
one printed rounds.
They should have done that beetle coming out of a massive pile of dung.
Yeah.
A dung beetle.
A dung beetle.
Or just add a big dung to this beetle, this thing.
It's pretty cool. Like it actually looks like a proper beetle.
I don't mind it, and I like that they've kind of tied it back into the botanical theme or collection as well. Same sort of box art and everything.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
I don't know how much of these are new elements and stuff, but quite a lot of trans orange, if that's your flavor. All in the wings. Not bad though. Not bad for a couple of, there's the original.
Yeah.
So I
So
mean,
the
from
original butterfly was brick built sideways, and now it's tiled.
Oh man, the Lego Ideas version is way better.
The praying mantis
this
changed.
is one time where you can actually say that they've enhanced the ideas set. I mean, they're
big
still
time.
kept with the idea of it, but it's definitely a lot nicer. Definitely a lot nicer.
Because it's, I guess it's a bit of. Is it in scale? Are they in scale with each other technically?
No, the butterflies are small. Good point.
Well, you get butterflies in all shapes and sizes, and rhino beetles are pretty big. So,
and I mean, the bee would be way smaller than the mantis. I've seen wasps getting eaten by mantises and that on Instagram.
Brent, it's $125, $125 dues.
Wow.
AU?
Yeah, AU, 125 AU.
It's getting up there for ideas botanical set. 125. What's the piece count?
Oh, yes. Yeah.
1111.
Yeah.
Yeah, the new mantis looks way better than the other guy's one. Like the other guy's one, the head looks about right, but the mantis itself looks like I wouldn't. You'd go, what is that?
Yeah.
The bee looks pretty cool though.
I like
the bee looks cool. Everything looks cool. It looks cool, but like they did a really good job of refining it for sure.
I wonder why they dropped the lady beetle though, because that was such a simple build.
Maybe to keep it in scale.
Maybe it was the scale thing.
Cool. What's up? Thank you.
I think it is somewhat to scale.
How many times have we gone through ideas and been like, oh, it's not that great. It's not that like this one. It's a win.
Is that leaf element new? That green leaf, or is that? I haven't built the latest botanical set, so I don't know. But
yeah, I'm not in that one either.
Or is that it? It looks like it's out of Mario or something, but that's a decent looking leaf.
Helena versus Grizz in the link sharing in the chat. I love it. First came in a Donkey Kong set, and Dave said it's out of Mario. Helena says it's in Dreams. So no.
Nerds.
All right, sweet. I didn't collect Mario.
Are these wings for new Angel minifigs though?
Oh, they've been around for a while.
They have, just not in clear.
Oh, okay.
Because I think Tinkerbell's were like a light yellow, and CMFs were in pink.
Oh yeah, nerd.
But that bent element that the bee's on is only been in a couple of really recent sets, and that's it.
And that's handy. That curved clear.
Very like as an action piece. Very good.
But yeah, I think the tiled butterfly looks better than the sideways brick built one.
It does.
I'm having a scope for quick any crazy new elements really in that. Maybe a couple of the green. No element wise, just new colors to elements, I guess.
Yeah, you could, besides those claws, you could virtually build that with what you've got.
No, the eyes are printed though, aren't they?
The eyes are printed, and that end claw piece looks brand new. Everything else is pretty common.
But the color, you probably can't get it in that green though, right?
A lime green.
Yeah, like those hinges they're used for the fingers and that they're not usually in lime green.
Oh yeah, maybe.
A lot of the time they're in black, aren't they?
Nerd.
I was waiting for that.
Yeah, black.
Nerd. I mean,
Oh my god,
cool
it's a sand green gun. Oh my god. Oh my
Oh,
god.
it is too.
All right, let's
Wow.
talk Lego Masters. Let's
Look
talk
at Lego
Masters.
printing
We're done.
revolvers
We'll get
again.
to it later. Big buckles. Let's talk Lego Masters. All right. So, new Gundam pieces. A lime green Gundam. There you go.
Yeah.
With a sand green gun. Love it. So obviously, for those that are in the chat and those that are watching, and we've been chatting a couple of times, and I'm sure everybody has seen online that the producers are out in force. They're on fire. Like, they are messaging people that know someone else, that, everybody's being asked, everybody's getting a phone call, everybody's, because they kind of want, have a I guess, pick of the crop. You want to pick the best of the crop. So the last couple of Mondays, we do know that some people have part of the chat. Some people have just told me, in Instagram myself, that they've had their phone call. The first step, diversity crit, 100%. There's no dodging it. They are looking for diversity, and it's not a bad thing. You don't want a Lego Masters full of 16 people that look like me. No bloody way.
I do. I do. That's my fantasy.
Oh yeah, what is it? 2010 Big Brother. But like I said, the last few Mondays, people have been having these Zoom calls. So we know plenty of people, and I won't mention names in case these other producers are watching and it's going to hurt or affect anyone. So no names, but we know that this year you start off now with a Zoom call and a chat, and then you move on to the audition. So your Zoom call and the chat, though. So most that have had it, that I've been told, is pretty much a get to know you type of a chat. They want to scope your personality. They want to, fish out, what did you build? So one question I have seen, and I've written a few that have been popping up. One question, and I'm going to ask you to. So let's mock the. No, so no matter what we say tonight, we'll not help in these one-on-one phone interviews. We may have a few insights leading into the audition, so hang about for that. But the actual mock interview, or not the mock interview, but the Zoom interviews, you don't need Lego skill for that one. So the one question that everybody has told me has, tell us how your friends will describe you. I don't think I haven't got that question, but that's been one that everybody has been asked. It's a very, what do you say? Do you sell yourself like you're doing a job interview? I'm a nerd.
Nah.
What do you do?
My friends would say,
you don't have friends. You tell them, don't have friends. Next.
Well, my mum would call me really, really more of an introverted extrovert.
I've got a few friends online, but I've never met
Your
them.
mum calls you young boy.
No, my friends would say, "Oh, Henry, yeah, he's my token Asian friend."
Yeah, my friends call me a token, but I thought this was a Lego interview. My nana wants to see me on TV. So that's definitely one that's coming up. And then they question your Lego history. So
that's a good question for Lego Masters.
Yeah.
I don't know if it'd be like, like you answer, my Lego history. Well, here's my online history. Oh, zapped. Gone.
Cancelled.
This call has been disconnected.
Brent Waller, I don't know if they'd appreciate me saying the R word to describe me. Maybe you could just tell them you lick bus windows.
Oh,
Michael, passionate nerd. There you go. Now you're talking. But yeah, it's definitely a job interview question straight up. Tell me how your friends describe it and tell me your Lego history.
Your Lego history.
Yeah. They and they're going to throw random questions in because they're not new at the game. They've probably interviewed maths and Farmer Wants a Wife and food. What's the food one? Master Chef and all them. They know how you react to a question if you're going to work on TV. Straight up.
Yeah.
It's their job. It's they can literally ask you, tell me your middle name. How you answer that is going to be like, yep, and they'll know by the way they do things. It's just that's how they read people. Lego Nerd Wants a Wife. Rowan, I'll put your name down. We'll put your name down first. I'll be your
Put
wife.
Geordie down. Put Geordie's name next.
Lego Nerd Wants a Wife. I like that.
And Miller as well.
And then it'd be Lego Nerd Wants a Wife, and then we'll have one for Rowan. GBC Nerds Need a Wife. If you were given unlimited bricks, what would you build? Now that's not a bad one to ask.
Some self-esteem.
How did you get on 3 versions of Lego?
That's how I got on, man. That's how I got on.
Michael, Lego Master Chef wants a Master Chef wife.
Nah, bro. That would be... Imagine if you just sat in that interview and they go, with all these Lego bricks, what would you build? And you just go, diversity. Or some shit like that. That would be the best.
What are you talking about, mate? You tried that on Grandmasters and look what you ended up.
Yeah, on the show.
Primal said that he watched Series 1 last night and you were tame compared to now. No, he wasn't tame. They just edited out.
Everyone gets a nice filter, Primal. That's what I say. Everyone gets a nice filter. I was exactly like how I am.
We both were.
I asked Bilsy. Bilsy was way worse. And then
mate, they edited me out like insanely.
All my friends would say, "Man, you're so lucky to be partnered up with Cade. He makes you look so wholesome."
Who's that? But going back to the question, if you were given unlimited bricks, it is a stupid plus weird, odd question. Like, you imagine how many people would say the same thing. There's definitely some go-tos that everyone's going to be like, oh, a big car or a big city, or I wonder how many people will actually give him I haven't heard that one yet. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, what would you build, Bill?
World peace.
I'd build a giant Greta Thunberg smashing the world.
Would the world be flat or round?
That's a thing, right?
G, like all those. You could even fill an application form, G, because you got the secret handshake, bro. We know you don't need to fill nothing out,
bro. They would be gagging to get someone like G again on TV. G, you're 1 in a million, mate. 1 in 25 million. 1 in 27 million. Whatever the population of Australia is.
1 in Australia.
Yeah.
1 in Australia.
But and the problem with that question is there's no right answer. But then it also opens you up to why, how, why. You know what I mean? And that's where you'll fall off the perch to where they want you. If you say, I'm going to build a, what was your thing called again? A Poseidon. Why? How? What colors? How are you going to build that? What are you going to, you know what I mean? And that's where they'll drill down in these interviews to be, okay, maybe he does know 2 things about Lego, or, with maybe like, I'm going to glue it and cut it. What's up?
It's harder now than ever though, because I guess, from serious, like all jokes aside, the show's seen it all now, right? So it's really hard to be unique, right? Like,
that's right.
Like I remember when I auditioned, like, it was still quite new, and there was no like, even like my stuff when there's no expectations, right? That's the word I'm looking for. And then I remember showing the producers like my Gundam and stuff like that. And even now, back then, even stuff like that would be quite like, oh wow, like, but now it's just like,
oh yeah,
who cares?
Well, it's funny you say that. So I showed them photos of Bill's Lego room back in the day, and they lost their shit.
Yeah,
that's how I got in.
Yeah. And now they'd be like,
even lying. My audition tape, the camera crew, we done it in Bill's lounge room
on my birthday.
Brickspace. Look at Brickspace baiting with the chat. Can't get away with filling half a base plate in the final.
Oh, that's a low blow. That's a soft spot.
I'll tell you about that, Brick's face. When we actually built it, we actually asked for half of it. We actually said we don't need it all. We're only going for half, and they said no. Just build whatever you want. It's fine. It's fine. Don't worry about it. And then they just go, yeah, here. And then lo and behold, we didn't fill out the base plate. And then they go, oh, you didn't build on the base plate. So that's the shit you got to prepare yourself for.
Oh yeah. And half a DeLorean. Where's the other half of the DeLorean? They told us we can build a half. We just.
You guys literally have no idea with all the shit that goes down behind the scenes. It's fun. Don't get me wrong. It is fun, but you guys have no idea what you guys are signing up for. And it's good and it's bad.
Don't let it deter you. You got to sign up for it. Yeah. Oh, it's too late now. I mean, I'm assuming they're already.
It's too late now.
They're already full. But what do we got? We've got 33 people online, and I guarantee 28 of them, if their names in there,
they're still reaching out.
Yeah, of course. We know someone that had theirs today. They had their interview today. Critter, you're not filling out your application right now because we already gave them your name 3 weeks ago, mate. And then another one that they did in the phone calls was they wanted you to show for you to show them your mocks, show them around your Lego room, show them what you've built, show them what interests you. So then that would have, they would have had some sort of template or sheet giving you points as you went through your room or whatever, And again, back to mine and Henry's days, they didn't do that. They didn't ask these questions. This wasn't a thing. So they really are trying to find
look how it's changed so much. Like you said before, they've seen everything now. They've experienced different personalities. They've seen different builds. Like when you guys were on, we didn't have a Lego store. Now we've got fucking hundreds. Like
Michael, Lego Auto House, you just picked up something really big that someone did tell me yesterday. So Michael just said, laugh out loud, here's a hard drive, as in, where's your mocks? I don't know which girl it was, but one of them specifically said, I don't want studio design builds. Show me what you've built in real life. So if you are a studio designer or, a renderer, they didn't want a bar of it. So that's kind of, if you're banking on your digital work, yeah, it's good that you know what you're doing and you're talking about, but these guys don't quite know the level of studio you needed to be at that level. So they want to see something, here's my whatever and pick it up. So, and without a lie, we've had a few people hit me and Bill up. Can we borrow your mocks to sit in the back of our camera while we do an interview? So, it's hey, if they're going to play the game, you got to play the game back. Take all the mocks you need.
I'm surprised, actually, some of them didn't say, hey, can I film it at your place like you did?
Brent Waller, I can show him my bin chickens. Brent, do you know what is funny? Because we work, our day job is in the, city cleaning and we've got a garbage trucks and blah, blah, blah. Our big boss literally hunted down your instructions and built a bin and a bin chicken on his desk from your website.
Isn't that the guy that was eating bin chickens? The Asian bloke isn't he from Brisbane? Is he from Brisbane?
Gold
Coast, right? Yeah.
What? This is news to me,
bro. Yeah, there's literally an Asian guy hunting bin chickens to kill them and eat them.
So he got arrested for it, and he had to go to court. And the interviewer said, "Why did you want to cook a bin chicken?" And he just looked at her like she was an idiot and went, "I wanted to know what it tastes like."
Wow, I did not know this.
Just get a Lego Ninjago minifig. Just get a Lego Ninjago minifig with Brent Waller's set, bro. Put it together.
There's no law to say you can't. They're not a protected species.
Halo, does bin chicken taste like chicken?
It tastes more like bin than chicken.
All right, so let's get back into series because there's a few people watching, obviously, that have hit that phone stage that are now moving into the audition. Going into the audition, they're still gonna, and you got to realize that we realized hard and fast, and we've talked about it a few times. It's a TV show. It's good that you know Lego. It's good you know what to do, but it's still a TV show. Personalities first and foremost. When you do go to these auditions, the second you overact and try to think you're cooler, bigger, louder than you are, you're the dickhead that's not going through, hands down. Like that will fish you out like you wouldn't believe. You put an act on, you know what I mean? Like,
Don't
yeah,
want that
it's hard to
pain.
say be yourself because that's so cheesy, but you genuinely got to be like, if you're foul mouthed and loose like Henry, be like that. But the funny thing, which actually spun me out, right? They're asking, or they've been leading towards it. They're asking him to build spheres again. You think they would have changed it by now, huh?
I think it just reflects a base level of technical knowledge, right? Like, what do you do?
You either can or can't build a sphere, to be honest.
Yeah. Helena, and Alex, yeah. So I'll go before I talk again. Alex did have a live stream on Instagram last night, and someone asked her how she got through, and her only Lego experience was building 4 sets. So again, it's not how well you know Lego; it's how good you can work with it and how you are as a personality. She posted a text she got from Caleb asking if she knew what snot techniques were. Hey, that's a credible question. If you don't know your partner, you want to know what it is. I didn't know what a jumper plate was. And I've told people before, I dead set didn't know. I knew what it was. I didn't know it was called a jumper plate.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah, ask Kale how he took that. Brent said some guy had a hissy fit and stormed out during their audition years ago. Feels though, were you with Brent?
During my audition, there was like 2 teenage girls. Maybe not teenagers, maybe like early 20s or something like that. And they were building something, and they were literally like had a meltdown as well. They literally was like they just walked out and said nah, and they were fully like exactly what you were saying, Bilsy, like hamming it up for the producers because back then, like I haven't done it in a while, I don't think, right? A live audition because like we've had COVID and whatnot. There's been a lot of COVID auditions, right?
I think Alex's, season 4's was done
live
by Zoom.
Yeah, okay. Well,
season 4 was Zoom call first, and then you made it to live audition.
Yeah, okay. Because it was actually quite like it sort of gave you a taste of what the show's going to be like. Because ours was at like some big hotel in the city, and like there's 150 people like lined up, and I was in the first group. But yeah, you do like 3 hours of light building, and the producers are all coming around and talking to you and chit chatting and blah blah blah, seeing how you're going. And
yeah, me and Ben Shackles, we talked about computer games. I think that's what helped me.
Yeah,
that helped me. Halo
talks about Lego, bro.
Rick Space, he bought you a book. True story. Kale didn't buy me a book. He bought me the big set of 9 How to Build Lego for Kids books, not just a book. All right.
I remember that. That was hilarious.
How many seasons of this show is there? Critter, go and watch one of them, mate. Don't ask the simple questions.
I love the people who reckon they've never watched the show before.
Yeah,
Critter has.
No, Critter has. He knows all of us.
No, Critter's just watched too much of our show and just puts 2 and 2 together. Claire, nerd. So back to the sphere. If you can build a sphere, and a lot of people can now because that snot technique of building a ball is almost common. But then the big thing is, how do you then turn that sphere into the story? So those that are going for the auditions that are lurking in our chat, start thinking on how you would put a ball in a story. Is it going to be a basketball with a big character and the ball's, your 4x4 stud ball? Or, is the ball going to be, there's a lot of go-tos like sun, meteor, that kind of stuff. But it's how you make that story around that ball being family friendly is what will make it for you for sure.
The story part is the funnest part of the show. Like, honestly, like that's the funnest part of the show, coming up with the stories. And I remember, Bilsy, like when we were building in episode 1 and we were building that tower and Kate and I built that treehouse. I remember that I remember Brickman telling us, like, we were like, oh, we're building a tree. Like, and he was like, but what's the story? And I was like, I don't know. You everyone remembers a treehouse. And he was like, yeah, but what's the story? And I was like, I just told you, it's a treehouse. What do you want me to like what do you want? And he's like, yeah, but what's the story that goes with it? And then I didn't realize how in depth they wanted the story. And it's easy now because you go, oh yeah, you just tell them a story about whatever. But I remember thinking back then, like, what are you talking about? It's a tree. And he goes, yeah, but not your story, like a story. And I was like, oh, you mean like you want me to make something up? He's like, yeah.
Yeah. And like, just I guess for some examples of stories, like, we've seen, well, my story, I made a pinball machine. Me and my partner edition made a pinball machine. In my edition, I had Matt and Lynn, so Matt and Grandma. They made a meteor shower smashing a barbecue, which was pretty cool. In our same audition, I think I've told you guys before, someone made a ball and it was a moon, and then did a cow jumping over the moon as a kid's storybook. That was really, that kind of stuff, how to tell the story. What was yours, Henry?
Oh, we did a hand stealing eggs from an Easter basket.
Yeah, see? Beautiful.
Yeah.
All these people you've told to practice building a sphere, they're going to turn up and the producers are going to go, now I want you to build a box. And then there's going to be this massive, fuck you, Bilsy.
But you know what? If you can't build a sphere, you shouldn't be going for the show.
Yeah, true.
It's interesting to see how much the show has evolved since we were on it. Like, it's very different. Like, there's just a lot of like, remember the motors? There was hardly no motors when we got in there, and people didn't realize, the gears we had didn't even link properly. No. Remember that, Bilsy? Like, we had like weird gears that, like, you'd have one gear and you'd go, what's that for? And because it wouldn't work with anything else. Whereas now they actually have the system of stuff put together, and it was interesting to see how far the show's evolved. We didn't even have ball joints. Remember that? We didn't even have ball joints on our one.
And let's just say in an ideal world, it's all because of Dave Holder. So his season,
because he builds out
was the only season Dave Holder didn't work on. Look, how's that for timing? You just said it in the chat. How's that? So our season was the only one he never worked on, and we were missing half of everything. So no, David, you're not welcome. You're a dickhead for not being on our season. But thank you for the minifigs, by the way. If you know, you know. And like you said, Henry, you build a ball, you build something to go to the ball, and then you've got to sell the story. That's what it's going to come down to. You've got to be a good storyteller. No ifs or buts.
Yeah, that's it. And you got to back your story. You got to, it's
because they will ask you 30 whys for every sentence you give them. Like you said, their hands taking eggs out the basket. Why? Because it wants to. Why? Because it wants an egg. Why? How? Why? You know what I mean? And that's what they'll drill on. You need that story.
Oh man, I remember like somebody asking me, and I think this is the sort of the stuff that the producers were, just to give everyone an insight. I remember the producers asked us when we were building it. They said, what is it? Looks like a hand, stealing something. Oh, no, actually, they said, what is it? And I said, well, what do you think it is? And they said, it looks like somebody's taking something out of an Easter basket. And I said, well, you obviously had a really happy childhood, didn't you? And they were just like, what?
That's so like, hey, but you know what? Or you just kind of build something what you can and throw the Henry question. Oh, why? What do you think it is? Oh, that kind of looks like, yes. See, didn't have to tell you. You got it first go. And you walk away thinking, shit, that was supposed to be like a basketball, But yeah, there's no hidden golden ticket. It's going to come down to how you can just, I guess, react and mash and
it's about be yourselves, and and the challenges are won and lost on the stories for sure, in my opinion.
Well, one advice that I do give a lot of people, and it's the best generic advice, is learn how to build a character bigger than minifig.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter if it's a Legoland style character, a Brickhead style character, or Henry's style. Learn how to build a character, because straight up, that's the best way to tell a story. That's where that'll. I mean, that's not even going to be a golden ticket either, but that will definitely help. Tell the stories. Or animals, like you look at Dave and Gus, mate.
Yeah.
The animals they churned out,
Oh, and I think the other tip that I would say is use build out of brick. Like I'm actually not good at building sculpting out of bricks. Like because that's the easiest way you build stuff, right? Is if you chew time building very small technical things, that's a given. But like if you can sculpt out of brick and just make big stuff out of brick, you're sort of 3/4 of the way there.
And that's it for the audition day. Don't turn up expecting to have the best of the best. You know, it's gonna if it's similar to ours and similar to past seasons, they might change it a little bit, but it's majoritarily been just the Kmart classic sets. So you get plates, you get some snots, you get a few little cool bits and pieces, but you know, it's going to be brick heavy, part intensive, not cool. Oh, I wish I had this, I wish I had that.
Create a box over and over.
You know, go from there. So Kmart classic box. There you go. So yeah, they had the same as well. But that's kind of, and you know, again, that also shows them that you can build something out of a restricted set. Dreamworld classic box. Sorry, Halo. Go to Dreamworld and no, you know what? Go to Dreamworld, find Halo, and ask him for a Bilsy box and see what you get.
Bilsy box.
Tell him you're going for Lego Masters and you want to use a Bilsy box to build it with. You got tips off Henry or Knight, and now you want to build with a Bilsy box. Bang, there it is.
Please.
Helena doesn't want to know what's in the Bilsy box.
What's in the box?
Light blue. Pass. Good on you, Brendan. It contains laser cut pieces. There you go. Halo's going to build a Bilsy box right now. There you go. My man. Yeah, and if you do go to Dreamworld Lego Store, make sure you do find Halo and say hello.
Yeah, say good day.
He's one of the better workers up there, which we will have to go up this. Actually, side note, Halo, I'm interviewing your boss on radio on Wednesday, one of your bosses. Bilsy's box comes with Etsy goats. No, I've got a better idea, a more funny idea for the next Lego show. So say Halo to Halo.
Bro,
oh man,
wait.
You used that one before.
Do you know what I found in my son's room, the smallest one, the 5-year-old, bro, out of nowhere, he's got Lego in his room now. He's got heaps of it. And then I saw a goat on the shelf. And it was the goat that you gave him. I was like, where'd you get this from? and then Sonny came in and goes, oh, the Bilsy gave me that one, and I just put it in Miles' room or something like that.
Yeah,
like,
with Miles, mate. He's the little legend.
Yeah, mate. It was funny.
That's awesome. And then it's got mixed up now with your expensive goat. Oh, well.
Nah, man. I don't have no goats.
All right. We are time for mocks of the week. So, yeah, look, there you go. Henry's goat. Henry instantly burns fake goat, mate. Henry won't burn anything I give his kids. That's treasured gold.
100%, man. 100%.
My man. So for those that don't know, those that do know, we talk mocks every Monday now. Henry's great idea and absolutely loving it.
Mock Monday. That's what you should call it, Bilsy.
6 weeks in now.
Yeah, that's 6 weeks.
Yep. Bills still hasn't given us one.
Yep. Knew that was coming.
Yeah, I did have one of those suitcases in Grandmasters, and I never opened it. I brought my own.
Yeah, I took Kale's home,
and you probably still haven't opened it.
First prize goes to someone who can rack the most expensive element on season 6.
No, who can take home a part more expensive than G's goat.
I like this.
First sent me this one. This one is I especially loved. If you're a car fan,
how good is that?
Monaco. How good is this? And if you know Monaco as a racetrack, you know like the reference. Like, look, it's even got rubber marbles as racetracks would have too.
Oh wow! How good's that?
Yeah,
those are some pretty boss F1 cars, man.
Yeah, dude, and the whoever's built them has done damn well.
I feel like there's no bodies in them though; it's just the head, right?
Yeah,
probably, yeah. But still, like it sells the idea awesomely.
Looks amazing.
The chicane out of the tunnel along the boats, the super yachts.
You just need
It's
the.
like a farmer's boat.
So 1988 in those colors. I'm going to take a wild guess and say that was Senna. I'm pretty
sure,
sure Ayrton
Senna.
Senna had the McLaren MP4. If my memory's good for those racing nerds, maybe. But yeah, friggin' insane. Shout out to
Who would
Alex
that
Briggs.
be? Who would that be in the Ferrari chasing him, Bilsy?
88.
Mm.
88 Ferrari. Oh man, I don't know. I don't know. 88. No, I couldn't tell you. Oh, Johnny. Prost. Alain Prost. Maybe.
Hmm.
Maybe. Who cares though, mate? When Senna was around, Senna, Senna's the only one that mattered back then.
That's sick.
But very cool. Alex Briggs, freaking awesome. I love it. Really, really cool.
88 is great. All
right. This one's from our buddy Steve Howard.
Oh,
Gallard.
M-Tron.
This was I think I still got it in his chats. What did he tell me? Tron Megacore Magnetizer.
Yeah, look at the size of it compared to the minifig.
It's huge. Oh, and he's actually brick built those wheels. Hey, they're not like prefabricated. Yeah, wow.
Yeah,
that is massive.
Yeah, it's a whole nother level. A steam train M-Tron. Yeah, it does.
That at the front there, there's a bit of roller coaster track.
Very cool. Hey, I'll be back in 2 seconds. Baby crying.
Oh, baby crying. He's on dad duty.
Let's get Bilsy cancelled now.
Look at the front there. There's a bit of roller coaster track. Oh, his screen share's gone. Yeah, see that roller coaster track? It looks like a tile.
Yeah, right. It's a digital build though, right? Or is it a real life build?
Oh, it'd have to be.
Is it digital?
Digital.
I feel like Steven's really good at digital. I reckon it's digital.
It'd have to be digital, but geez, that's rendered well.
Oh, he's a beast.
Because it's the same with that big black dish, the nose on it. Like I don't think that's possible. So it'd have to be digital.
Yeah, it looks amazing still.
Oh, absolutely.
You got access to the next one, Bilza?
No, I can't actually press next.
Oh, Bilsy.
So we're just stuck looking at it. So
keep yourselves entertained, folks.
Yeah. We'll be back after these short messages from our sponsor. Today's episode brought to you by the goat. Oh, dear.
Interesting, though, like going back to Lego Masters. We'll go back to Lego Masters while Bilsy's not here. Yeah, I'm super keen to see what Season 6 does, right? It's gonna be a tough one to beat what Owen and Scotty did.
Yeah. For those in the chat asking the noise, I believe it was a brick dropped across the table. Just get that out of your systems.
A brick.
Yeah. Like brick. Look here. Look. Just shit everywhere.
Yeah, I've got like 17 coffee cups on mine, so I'm not showing my desk.
Yeah. Do you want to see something cool? It hasn't changed in months, but
Inspector Gadget. Everyone check out Bill's Inspector Gadget. How good's that?
it hasn't changed in a while. I need to finish his lower half. Kind of got shoved there and forgotten about.
Andy's Lego. How many Lego Masters have I been in? Too many, mate. Too many. Too many.
Emma Winkle is on season 6. Virginia.
We all love a good ginger, bro. We all love a good ginger.
Oh, dear. Where's the helicopter gadget? Oh, actually, I found a good propeller for that the other day.
Are you going to put springs in his legs for those springs?
That's my plan, yeah. Monday mock special, Bills' Lego room. Man, my Lego room is like claustrophobic right now. There's just shit everywhere. So
Sorry, gangsters.
Oh,
that's right. We didn't even notice you were gone.
Zylo's got a cold, so he's just losing it and choking it. And
Oh, poor little
sometimes
dude.
kids take priority.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on to the next mocker. This is from Steve as well. I think, yeah, it was an animation that he done.
Jacko, how good's that in the chat?
Yeah.
Jacko would love Jacko. For all those you don't know, he used to be a professional skateboarder. So
He did.
The shattering is just kind of satisfying to watch.
it's pretty mad, man. It's so good. And you realize how many pieces are in it.
Yeah.
You look at it and you go, oh yeah, it's a few pieces, and then you just go,
pieces.
thousands of
Does he
pieces.
say? No.
That must be
so
huge.
I think yeah. Well, I mean, can you pause it? I mean, yeah, you can't see any bricks, but like, you know, his head looks probably 8 wide, maybe.
It must be huge.
Yeah. Freaking awesome. And then
Oh, wearable.
Protoss Artanis from StarCraft 2.
Man,
obviously,
a
you're
good part of
into
my
StarCraft
teenage
games.
years was dedicated to StarCraft.
Don't lie, you'll Command and Conquer, you nerd.
Nah, bro. I always played StarCraft. I was never Command and Conquer.
But no,
that looks like a wearable mask.
Yeah, for a baby.
How small is your head, Bilzer?
All right, moving on. This one was from our buddy, Mr. Jacko.
Jacko, you're really coming along there, mate.
Yeah.
He's on fire. There you go. There's you know, people copy and paste. Still Jacko's build. Get on Lego Masters. You win. Oh, sorry, Jacko. I didn't know if you applied or not. Very cool though. Very, very cool. Little scientist. You need to do like an aftermath of them blowing the little lab up.
Yeah.
Oh, bro. I know what that is. That's the origin of COVID mock.
Nah, they got round eyes, bro.
Oh.
Wuhan, China.
I saw this one today just in generic stroll, and I seen it. So our buddy Beerman, born from another, I think it was Denmark Lego, one of the Lego Masters.
Yeah.
This was a actual Lego commissioned art build. And he goes through the process of him building it. And then if you're into art, then obviously you'll get the 2 pictures that he built. But so I wanted to bring up how satisfying watching time-lapse building is. You know what I mean? It's something about I love watching, even when Brickman does it. You know what I mean? It's really satisfying.
I've actually time-lapsed my BBX build.
Yeah, I'm dying to watch that one.
Once I finish it, then I'll.
No, I'm even trying to watch it. What? People read Lego Autohouse's chat. You're a mess, mate. You're a mess.
It's funny.
And one of my favorite mocks that I found this week as well. You guys have probably seen it. The Homer Simpson meme. How good is this?
Oh my goodness. That is awesome.
That is.
It's so simple, but it just works. Gee, nothing Brickman does is satisfying. Gee, the time lapses are satisfying because Brickman's not building it. Shout out to Tim and Denny. Tim.
Bro, I've got the funniest. I wish I could find it. It's probably like 100 messages deep in my messenger somewhere, but I've got a gif of Owen doing that. We were at a pub one night and we literally found a hedge like that, and Owen was like, yeah, I'm gonna go into the bush like Homer Simpson, and we literally turned it into a gif. It looks so good.
So on next week's mocks of the week, we're going to get Owen in a bush.
I'll find it.
No, so As a recap, people, obviously we go through Lego news and Lego bits and pieces, and I make these guys try to lose their shit at the start of the show. But we did obviously touch on the Lego Masters stuff. Do wish the best of everybody that is trying for it, and even no matter how far you keep getting, if you have any doubts because you got to stay away for 6 to 8 weeks, or you might not be able to afford to live away from home, you get an allowance and all that kind of stuff. Do it. Don't even question it. Just get in there head first and do it. And then obviously if you've got any questions, I'm sure, I'm happy to answer them. Henry's probably happy to give you, guide you in the right direction, but there is no golden answer. Actually, send them all to Henry. He's been on 3. I've been on 1. So who knows best?
No. Don't ask me, mate.
Helena, how about that event in Melbourne with tickets for $900? Or they went up to $1,800 as far as some of the ones I've seen, but
1,200 wasn't it? Are we talking about the same one, Bilsy?
Yeah, 1,200 then. There might have been a bigger ticket. Those in Melbourne that do want to be a Lego Master and not go on TV, Ryan is running 1-day courses, teaching you, and the dude's a really good builder. It does sound like a bit of money to spend on how to build Lego, but you will learn a thing or two.
If you win $100 grand, you get a return on your investment.
If you're what? A folder, it's a tax deduction.
100%, but not even. You think people want to go on Lego Masters, drop $900 to learn and practice to go in the show. Hey, it could be a good investment.
Hey, he's a good teacher.
I've got the same program for $8.99 if anyone wants to hit me up.
And I've got it. I'll pay you $900. I just want a friend.
Look at Snowlana. It's not a bloody tax deduction. If you've got an ABN, it is.
Anything's a tax deduction if you're creative enough.
Exactly. Clearly, Helena's not. How's Big W, mate? That's it for the show tonight, people. Have a good bloody night. Don't forget, follow Henry, follow Bill, follow me. We'll see you Wednesday night. If you're not here during the week, we'll see you next Monday. Much love all.